What's up everyone, this is Vulgars here, and today I'm going to be doing a breakdown video of all the effects I used in my last video. It was basically a short segment of a montage I'm working on, and I asked you guys if I should finish it, and all of you said to finish it, so that's what I'm working on right now. But as far as all the effects, I'm going to go from the beginning and then go to the end of that clip you guys saw. So, in the beginning, I had this clip. As you see right here, it's a clip that's playing. I believe I already applied color correction to this. I did not save that file. As you guys can see, I'm on RWK1, that stands for Round Winning Kill 1, which means that this is the first ever, this is the first save file in Adobe After Effects. So I must not have saved it. Basically, I applied Magic Bullet Looks and Synthetic Aperture, which I did a tutorial on Synthetic Aperture, but not Magic Bullet Looks. Magic Bullet Looks is actually really simple. It's just a plugin, and it gives you this nice effect you can do. There's hundreds of them, so just you can pick which one you want. And then I use Synthetic Aperture for a little bit of a contrast difference and some HSL adjust. So then I added optical flares. Basically, I used optical flares. I did that straight line, I guess. I'm not really sure what to call it, but I used that straight line flare, and I used two identical ones, and I just keyframe them, and then keyframe them all the way over here. Play the clip a little longer, and then keyframe them all the way in the other corner. So I did that. Then that's the first clip. Then I have the sound right here, and I didn't really use much sound syncing in this tutorial, or in this video, sorry, but I do have the audio, and basically the whole entire purpose of this little clip right here, it's called onesound.wmv. The whole entire point of this was to see where the waveforms were, and that's how I basically synced it. Now, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but let me see. Right here, there's like this little blinking box thing, and this I actually used both motion tracking and sound syncing for. I use sound syncing so when it blinks in and out, as you see right here, and I use motion tracking to actually track this box to the person. Now, I will be doing a motion tracking tutorial soon. I actually tried doing one last night, but it was a huge fail. It took me forever, and I made so many mistakes. One time my mic wasn't even on, and the other time, I don't even know what happened. So I'm going to have to redo that tutorial. It took me a while to do, and I ended up messing it all up. So anyway, motion tracking, basically, just to give you guys a small little background on motion tracking, you have to, first of all, you have to select a tracker, put on your clip. It's going to track to that object. Then you have to apply it to a null object or some type of other object, or at least that's how I would recommend you do it. You don't have to, but it's best that way. And as you're here, my null object, transform this null object. It's going to follow the points of the character that I motion track to. And I'll talk a little more about null objects in my next tutorial. But basically, they are incredibly useful, but in a sense, they're kind of pointless. It's kind of hard to explain. They don't really do anything to the viewer, but they help you out as an editor. So that's null objects, and I think that's pretty much it. This little black solid right here could have been an adjustment layer. I'm not really sure why I didn't use an adjustment layer, but basically, let me try to find it. This black solid was actually that red box, as you see here, so that applies it on and off, and I used transform and then opacity to make it blink in and out. I also, like I said, used the audio waveforms, and that's how I was able to tell where it would blink in and out. That way it would be synced with the music. So this first one right here, it would be synced with it. The second one right here would also be synced to it, and this third one right here would be synced. So that was RWK1. Now let me go to RWK2, if it's even in here. It's not, so I gotta open. No. RWK2. Let's see. Let me get something to drink. Alright, so I think this is the big one. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it was. So I have, let's see, I have the first clip right here, which is the main clip you see. This is a rendered version of the last RWK1 that you guys saw. Rendered clip. Then it basically just plays up until this point right here. Alright, and then film clutter comes in, which is basically gives it this. Wait a second for it to render. Okay, film clutter basically gives it that purple effect. I'm not really exactly sure how many types of film clutter there are, but this is just the one that I chose, so there's a lot of them. Film clutter, pretty simple. And then this comes in, where is it? This part right here. I actually masked some of this out, and then I of course just flipped it horizontally, and then yeah, pretty simple. I applied the Twitch effect right here, as you guys can tell. A bad distortion is what it's called. You guys can Google it or check it out on YouTube. I have not done a tutorial on this yet. It's actually really simple. All it is just a simple effect and a preset that you guys can use. If you guys want a tutorial on it, you can request it, but I don't really think it's that necessary. So, as you see right here, all I applied on Twitch was color and slide. That gives it that color and slide effect. And then it fades into this black screen and then lines draw. Now this right here, I use both pre-comp 1 and pre-comp 2. So, why is it not working? It says that they're locked. Okay, I locked them for a reason. Pre-comp 1, okay, and then pre-comp 2. So I'm going to start off with pre-comp. I guess I'll start off with pre-comp 2. This basically has all of these masks in it, and I use the stroke effect in order to basically outline everything. And pretty simple. I have right here, where would it be? Masks, okay. I don't really know what I was thinking. These are all the masks as my phone rings. I'm not really sure if you guys can hear that. But we have 2 masks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 masks I used to make this. Give me a second, guys. Alright, so my phone stopped ringing. And, yeah, so I used 11 masks in order to create this. And it creates, basically I use the stroke effect on all the masks. As you see right here, I have stroke, stroke 2. Same idea with all of these. There's 5 strokes here, and there's 4 right there. So, pretty simple. It just took me a little while to do. It makes it draw an outline. I already did a tutorial on the stroke effect with the outline gun effect. Same thing, except I outlined it on a different layer. I outlined it on a black solid, and then again, I could have done this on an adjustment layer. I'm not really sure what I was thinking. I outlined it on a black solid, and then it's like instead of actually outlining it on the actual layer, like in the outlining gun effect, I would outline it on this layer right here. Instead, I outlined it on this layer. So now I'm going to go back to pre-comp 1, and this has, let's see, 10 of the same exact image in it. Basically, I'm going to uncheck all of these images, and this might actually not work that good, because all these images appear at different times. Basically, if you go down, transform, all these images appear at different times by using opacity. That took me a while. Basically, this first image right here is, let me try to find it. Okay, this first image is a whole entire clip. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. The second image is just this little portion right here, and not this little hut, whatever you would call that. It's not that. So basically, it's only the ground. This next layer is this little, it's like the rail on high-rise. This next one is right here. It is the top of high-rise, or like this little or it would be like this little like Easter egg spot. I'm not really sure what you call it, but it's on top of that building. You guys know it. The next one would be this little house down there, little building. The next mask is part of the sky. After that, you have this care package. Then you have the actual player and the gun. And then you have the mini-map. And the last one is, not really sure what it is. Okay, it's right here. It's that little fence and the green thing. So when you apply all of them, they all come up at different times. So let me just play that. It's probably going to be a little bit laggy because I'm recording. But if you play it, they all show up at different times. And with the outline, it looks really good. So, that was pretty much it. Now, marker, I just use it as a marker. I really don't even need that. Clip 2. What did I use this for? I'm trying to think. Hold on. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this care package actually used Twitch right here. See that? The care package actually, it looks like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks like it slides a little bit. That's because I applied Twitch right here on, I'm not sure which one. Okay. I used Twitch on this clip right above this one. It gives the care package this, moving effect, and then the clip right above it, same idea, I use the same thing. Alright, so that's basically all there is to know about outlining, and then the next one, let me see what I did for the next one. RWK5, RWK6. That's what I'm working on right now, so I'm not going to show you guys that. Now I'm going to go to RWK3. Alright. And I want them to be like synced together. And it's kind of hard to explain, but you guys will notice it as I go further into it. But basically, pre-comp 1 is just, I have a black solid right here for this little part right here. I used effect, I forget what it's actually called. Let me see. Effect, generate, and then audio spectrum or audio waveform. I forget which one it is. I think it's audio. Yeah, it's audio waveform. So if you can do that with audio waveform. But then when you apply audio waveform, you need to make sure that you apply it to that audio of the actual clip of the audio. So for example, clip, let me see. Okay, clip 2-4 had the audio on it. So what I had to do is I had to click on the black solid, go to effect, go to generate audio waveform, and then I would go select all the options I wanted, and then right here, audio layer, I would select clip 2-4.wmv. So that's how I would select that audio. You see right there. So I'm gonna delete that right now and go on. So that's how I did the audio. The next thing you guys saw, this is pretty simple, just a theater mode clip. I actually got a lot of these cinematics, but I only used 3 of them. We have one right here. I used Twixtor. Okay, right here. Yeah, so let me see what effects I used. Yeah, Twixtor, that's basically it. I also use color correction, but usually whenever I use color correction in Twixtor, it messes up. It usually makes like the frames or the first of all, it makes it laggy because it takes a longer time to render, but it also sometimes makes the screen blink in and out, and I don't really like that because obviously it's not supposed to. So I usually render this clip beforehand using Magic Bullet looks and synthetic aperture. But just to let you guys know that this is actually a color corrected clip. Okay, so we have this clip right here. All there is on it is Twixtor. This next one, same deal. All there is on it is Twixtor. Pretty much, let me try to, I don't think I use anything else except Twixtor in this. Right here, we have this guy jumping, and then right here we have, okay, right here we have another clip of person jumping. But we also have this part right here. It says left mouse, next player, right mouse, previous player, I think it says. We also have this word right here. It says spectator. And we also have my brother's Call of Duty name. I think it's, let me see. Can't really tell. Let me go back to this and then, I don't know. Anyway, he always changes it. But anyway, once this is actually the actual clip, and then once I go back into clip 2-4, if you notice right here, I go to masks, and I actually masked out a little box. That way I'll cover his name. It's right here. You guys can't really tell, but if I go to like effects, and for example, if I uncheck this little eye right here, you'll notice you can actually see his name. His name is Stop Right Now. So when I both click these two eyes, it actually blurs it out because I motion tracked, or actually I don't even think I even motion tracked this one because it was too complicated to motion track because of all the similar colors in the quarry. So instead I just did it manually because it was only a few frames. But basically I did that way you guys don't have to see his gamer tag. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. I used this black solid, and then I had RWK4 too. I'm not really sure what that is. RWK4. Alright, so on RWK4, I basically have this wiggle effect right here. Then for this next little clip right here, I have these little blurry lines. I actually used fast blur for this, and I masked it out. And then I have the stroke effect again. There's actually a different way you can do this, but I didn't really want to do it that way because this way just was quicker for me at the time being. But there's another way you could do this too. Then same thing on the other clip. I just did a screen check. I also cropped out the part where it said left, right mouse, and then spectator just by simply cropping it out. And then last part right here, I don't think I added any text. I added text in Sony Vegas right before I rendered it, but that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I didn't really go that in-depth on all the effects. I just told you what I used, but I hope I gave you guys a better idea of how to do these effects, and I pretty much did effects, or tutorials on all the effects I mentioned in this. The only ones I didn't were Twixtor, and then probably... See, the thing is that when I give you guys tutorials, you should really expound on my knowledge. You shouldn't just like copy it word for word and then you should really like mess around with it and try to make your own effects, because I make all my own effects. And this is basically what I do. I just mess around with it, try to make it, make a cool look, and then I do a tutorial on it. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, you can comment in the comments below. I will have a motion tracking tutorial out, as you see right here. Right here, montage targets and overlays. This is going to be my graphics pack I'm going to be releasing. I recently hit 500 subscribers, so I was going to release a graphics pack, but I'm not quite done with it yet because I got like 30 subscribers in a day, maybe like 4 days ago, so I did not have enough time to actually finish the graphics pack, but I'm still working on it right now, and when it comes out, I think you guys will really like it. So that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and a favorite or whatever else you want to do. If you want to subscribe to me, if you like this video, I would greatly appreciate that. And stay tuned for this actual montage, as well as some other montages that will be coming out soon. Alright, thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy it.